is definitions of money. Money is extremely valuable and necessary for survival. It's not only the piece of the paper, but it's something. If you imagine how had life when we had no money and could not manage our finances wisely. Saving money is important since it provides stability in the future expenses. The sooner in life a person start saving the money, the better it will be financial in the future. You may forget your limit when you spending the money, but you should plan first and be rational before you give your money to something you want but not needed. Some people say why we should think a few times to spending our money. Life is short, but it's not whole true. In the money case, you should think twice before you spend your money. It's not about to limit yourself, your life, but it's about balancing you need it. The money that you save may come useful someday when you desperate need of anything. That's time you will grateful for that. That's all for me. Thank you.
The problem why people are high in saving money is don't have proper financial statement. Financial statement is important in saving money because we can know how much have we spent and where does our money go. The mistake they have made is not to make any financial statement every month after earning a salary and paying all costs of living. This will lead to a shortage of saving for emergency use in the future. Secondly, they can't save money because of huge amount of debt. Many studies have found that half of today's society is willing to go into debt to live more luxurious. They are in debt without thinking of the consequences of their action in the future. This will have impact on them when they have financial problems as a result of owing too much, so that they cannot afford to solve it. One example of them being is debt is by using a credit card. What we do know is that paying using this credit card is a big mistake that is always made by a handful of people. This credit card is a payment on credit that has no limit when we make any purchase at any store. Lastly, why are people have a problem in save money is nature of overspending. As we all know, everyone loves to spend money on themselves. In other words, is have free word. But not everyone know how to spend according to their own need, and they even prefer to follow their lust by spending so much that they cannot afford to save money. This mistake will have an impact in the future if they go through a crisis of economic downturn, because we will never know when we will experience a severe economic crisis.
There is various strategies for avoiding unneeded expenses and save your money. Firstly, you have to separate wants from needs. By this, you are setting aside a certain amount for a specific purpose, then you budget for what you desire and what you need. Needs are daily expenses and short-term spending such as groceries, rent, gas, and so on. Then there is wish list. These are usually product and experience that one and wish to budget for. We should add on our spending and disciplined when it comes to truly defining your needs and wants. Secondly, we have the second step in saving money is to record all the expenses and save money on a regular basis. You must determine how much you spend and keep track all your expenses. Once you have gathered all your data, Sort it by categories such as petrol, groceries, mortgage, and total each amount. You can also use your credit card and bank statement to double check that you haven't forgotten anything. You also can set up an automatic transfer each month from your salary to your saving account. Lastly, you should be careful about spending a significant amount on periodic purchases like gifts and vacations. Making a list of what you want to buy and sticking to is another effective approach to save money. This is something you can do in grocery stores and when you go shopping for buy other things. You must write down what you intend to buy and not swayed by other items you encounter along the
As
way.
we grow older, in 40 years' time, of course, we will imagine living a good life, being a grandparent with our beloved spouse, watching our grandchildren growing up. If our children give us money on their own and think it's their responsibility, that's good, but we can't really depend on them. So it's must for us to prepare saving for our retirement. If you want to apply for a housing loan, you need to make a down payment. The bank won't let you the money for a housing loan if you don't have enough money saved. For example, if your dream house costs you 400,000 ringgit, you will be required to pay at least 40,000 ringgit. That means you are required to pay a minimum of 10% the property purchase price, and the bank will consider lending you another 90%. If you were thinking to buy your dream house at age 30 and now you're 23, don't you think that you need to start saving? You are living in suburb but working at city and you only depend on your husband to pick you up or taking a Grab car, don't you think it's a wasting time and money? If you want a cheaper car, you can buy a used car for 5,000 ringgit and take 8,000 ringgit, but it won't work well as it will cost you another maintenance. But if you want to buy a new car, you need to make a down payment in order to get a car loan at a reasonable interest rate. Last but not least, when you have a saving, it can get you out of the debt. When you do saving, you know that you're in control. You don't easily spend money buying Prada handbag cost 10,000 ringgit or Bottega Veneta shoes price 5,000 ringgit. It's okay to wear a designer brand, but check your monthly salary first. If your salary about 2,500 ringgit until 3,000 ringgit for a month, just wear regular brand item. There are many other necessities.
Conclusion, practice of saving money has many benefits and important. It needs to take steps to save so that this culture is implemented on ongoing. Living cannot realize one dream, but also brings good on our country. In our economic recessions, they can also face the economic crisis with furniture because they have enough funds to cover the cost of daily life. Obviously, this saving practice is also an effort to provide an umbrella before the rains, and also a practice that brings many benefits in an individual. The more saving money is important because it's always you to build wealth. Wealth in returns help you to make more money. Saving provides a cushion for emergency that comes up with regularly, and finally, saving money is one to the factor that determine how well you are or will become. Saving money can definitely is important to save as crisis never come with alarm. There is a crowd existing with a thought that we have one life, so why think twice before spend it? It's not a criticizing yourself for living blissful, but prioritize your needs. The save money may turn out to help you some days when it's the vital need for your life, and then you will be thankful for yourself. So think smart and save your money. Maybe it can help your life.